Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Angie Smalls, and I did a video yesterday about the possibility of President Trump pardoning Diddy, what that would look like if the state of New York would be able to take over those charges. And watch to the end because I did get a comment about New York not being able to retry or recharge Diddy on the same charges. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. I also want to talk about a connection I have to the Diddy circle. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. But I woke up this morning and who knew 50 Cent is the hero we didn't know we needed, okay? He has publicly announced over his career, I don't want to say his, body, but he vows to not let Donald Trump pardon P. Diddy, which he's making it his mission. Okay. And so let's just kind of go through his posts and then we're going to talk about a little bit of the background on why he has all of this resentment or however you might categorize. Maybe it's not resentment, you know, anger towards P. Diddy and their connections in their personal life and their professional life. So here we are on 50 Cent's Instagram. First post he put, well, this is the last post he put actually. 50 Cent plans to pardon. I'm sorry. It's been a long day, guys. I'm so sorry. But I really want to do this video today. And I apologize on the choppiness of the last video. Didn't even know I was live streaming. First off, that was my bad. But hope you guys liked it, and thank you for anyone that stayed till the end and you saw like the motion stop picture effect that was going on. I'm sure it has something to do with my computer RAM, and hopefully you're watching this and it's smooth as butter. So yes, back to Instagram, and this is something that 50 Cent posted today, 8 hours ago. He's reposting a screenshot of an article from the Daily Beast. Headline is 50 Cent plans to nuke Diddy's chances at a pardon. And 50 Cent says, I didn't say I would nuke anything. I simply said I will make sure Trump is aware. Okay, so he posted that today, but also he posted this one basically same time. I guess he's just posting the articles that he's seen that have come out. This article on deadline.com says, in the anti-clemency club. I guess that's the play on his song, In the Club. You can find me in the club. No Sean Diddy Combs pardon from Trump. 50 Cent vows. And 50 Cent says, nope, not on my watch. Dang, if I were Puff Daddy, I would be scared. And this is the one that he posted first. This was posted yesterday, right around the same time I dropped my video. So I wish I would have seen this, but it's all good. We're talking about it today. So this article from sportskita.com, headline, 50 Cent says he's going to contact Trump to tell him the bad things Diddy said about him after president doesn't rule out pardon. I'm sure that's what that is, the rest of the headline. And the caption is, Donald doesn't take well to disrespect and doesn't forget who chooses to go against him. While working tirelessly to make America great again, there is no room for distraction. He would consider pardoning anyone who was being mistreated, not Puff Daddy. So apparently 50 Cent knows a lot of the things Puff Daddy has said, or he claims to know a lot of the things Puff Daddy has said about Trump. And I feel like the non-answer that Donald Trump spoke about when he was asked directly if he would consider pardoning, and saying that Puff Daddy's and Trump's relationship pretty much ended once politics became a part of Trump's career. I think that Trump is aware of what 50 Cent is speaking on right now. And so maybe Trump was just giving the politically correct answer. Sounds like, I don't know. I mean, my opinion, yesterday I really thought this could be a possibility because nothing is out of the question. You can't bet anything off, especially when it comes to Trump and these circles in New York. I mean, the political circles, the entertainment industry, Diddy, 50 Cent, movie industry, New York, it kind of overlaps. These industries kind of overlap. But today, after seeing that 50 Cent is vowing not to let Trump actually go through with that, I think that's going to add a lot of public pressure to, to the president to know that the people would not look kindly if he decided to go that way. And I also wanted to show you guys a clip from a guy that I actually know who I have interviewed. His name is Ori Spado. He's known as the Accidental Gangster. He's actually from New York and he used to be in these circles. He actually lives in Los Angeles now. But this is what he had to say about President Trump.
Like me, we're watching closely the Diddy trial. Today on Fox News, I watched Donald Trump in the Oval Office with Elon Musk. When a reporter asked him if he would pardon Diddy, Trump gave an eloquent answer without answering. But you could tell that he's already been asked. Will he do it? I still say no, he will not. Trump has a very good record. I don't see any blemishes on his record, so why would he want to hurt his record? Okay? Think about that.
Okay, so Ori Spado, also known as the Accidental Gangster. And I'll show you a picture of me. There's me and Ori Spado, and that is Ori Spado's son, Anthony. And look who else is in this picture. Kato Kalin. Do you guys recognize Kato Kalin? I had a podcast called La Cena, and we actually had dinner at this really infamous restaurant called Frankie's, where a lot of the, out here in Los Angeles, a lot of the members of the Rat Pack, from back in the day actually dined at this restaurant and has a lot of history, and Ori Spado was involved in those circles. So we had a nice time that night. And coincidentally, this is his son, Anthony Spado. And I was actually watching this video that came out from 60 Minutes. And they spoke with Diddy's assistant, one of Diddy's personal assistants. He worked for Diddy for 2 years. And he told, kind of the same stories we're hearing in court right now. But one of the stories that stuck out to me was that Diddy did basically tell him to prove his loyalty by performing in front of him. And he did oblige, and he said he was disgusted with himself. I'm paraphrasing. It looks like he was very traumatized about the experience. And I looked in the credits, and down here it says additional credits, Anthony Spado. And I'm like, oh my God, that cannot be. Here, I'll scroll down some more. That cannot be the same Anthony Spado I know.
Yes.
So sorry about that. So lo and behold, Anthony Spado is the agent for P. Diddy's former personal assistant. So I did beg him and I said, please let him come on the podcast. He said he's going to think about it. I actually asked Anthony to come on too. So we'll see. Maybe one of them will come on the show and actually talk about what they know, because that is a really interesting video here that 60 Minutes put out. So if you get a chance, go check it out. It's on 60 Minutes Australia. But let's kind of watch the original clip of what 50 Cent has said about P. Diddy and the documentary he's working on, tentatively called Did He Do It? Did he do it? So let's hear what 50 Cent has to say here.
P. Diddy.
Yeah.
You
That's
seem pretty
exciting.
excited about
I got
this.
Alex Stapleton, award-winning director on the project. It's a difficult project because every day it's new accusations coming out, it's new things that happen. So it's become an octopus. So many problems and so many things going on.
Did you see all of this in the years? I mean, I know you've always had beef with Diddy.
I always had competitive energy.
Competitive energy. Okay, I like
what
that.
you call it, Rebecca.
That's an entrepreneurial way of putting it. Did you think that this would be the case someday?
No, not this bad. Like, not this much stuff. I don't think anyone could have anticipated as many accusations and things that have took place.
And of course, we want to just remind our viewers that as of this point, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, he has denied the allegations against him.
Yeah, alleged.
The other things you're
So that is an Instagram post from last year, December 2024. So the background of where all of this, you know, kind of, I don't know, volatile relationship that Diddy and 50 Cent have overlaps many different facets when it comes to their careers and also their personal lives. Okay, all of these players, they're in New York. They are in that bubble in New York where, kind of just like any city, there's certain circles that overlap each other. 50 Cent has a son, and you may have heard this story, but the mother of his child, her name is Daphne Joy. And here is her Instagram. She's beautiful. I know there's a picture of her son on her Instagram. I was looking at it earlier. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. It was blacked out. So this is the son that she shares with 50 Cent. And 50 Cent actually went publicly on record, and they were kind of publicly arguing online about him saying that, or accusing her of actually taking money and being an S worker for P. Diddy. So, you know, that hits really close to home. I'm not sure what the fuel is behind 50 Cent's, you know, vow to keep P. Diddy locked up. But this to me would be a really good reason. You know, when you hit family ties, you know, all bets are off. What do you guys think? What do you guys think that is the real ammunition that that 50 Cent has towards P. Diddy and his real motivation to keep P. Diddy in jail? I mean, this is a really strong one, in my opinion. But, you know, Daphne Joy has denied these claims. You know, she said, you know, she has denied these right here in the article, and Forbes right here, it says they're false and baseless. You know, I don't know if they will call Daphne Joy to the stand at all for any to talk about her experience. But yeah, pretty interesting cast of characters here. And in the real lives of people in the industry, you know, this is just like people's real lives. It's affecting. But yeah, shout out to 50 Cent for taking a stand and letting the world know that he's not playing. He's not playing around. And so also one of the comments from the last video, it did say that, you know, it's looking less and less likely that there will be a pardon. So let's just hope that that's not going to happen. But on my video yesterday, I had talked about, you know, what would happen after if that did happen. And one of the comments in my last video, let's see if I can bring it up. So shout out to the person that actually commented. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. I love all of the comments. Please keep them coming. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but Alan Thomas 6097, it says the state cannot charge him with the same thing. His charges are federal charges. He can be charged with the same thing. Not to mention the house that was raided wasn't in New York. Okay, but I think they can still use that as evidence, but you may be right there. I'm sure you're right, actually. Domestic violence charges have a statute of limitations. So I actually asked my good friend ChatGPT, you know, what if P. Diddy could be charged. And basically it says New York has no statutes of limitations for certain serious crimes. Things like trafficking, kidnapping, sexual assault, or something similar to RICO, they would rename it and call it criminal enterprise. And it does say if these charges fall under these categories, they can come for you anytime, even decades later. So enterprise corruption is like New York's version of RICO, according to ChatGPT. So if prosecutors say Diddy was running a long-term operation with drugs, trafficking, intimidation, whatever, they can look at the whole timeline, not just one incident. And it says the clock starts ticking when the last crime in the pattern happened. So if one thing happened in the last 5 years, I mean, and I've already heard in this case alone that he was, before he got arrested, that's why he was out and about. He was looking for potential witnesses to intimidate them. So literally that was a couple months ago. So that would bring it back into the statute of limitations. So ChatGPT does say if the accused Diddy was out of New York, the statute of limitations is paused. So if he was in LA, and I know he did live in LA, Miami, or even overseas for a few years, the clock doesn't run out. This gives New York more time to build a case. Also, if the victims were minors or if they were scared into silence, that also gives prosecutors room to move years later, especially under updated New York laws meant to protect survivors. So ChatGPT, so don't get it twisted. Just because lawsuits are popping up now doesn't mean charges can't follow. If New York prosecutors decided to press go, they've got the legal tools to make it stick, even in 2025. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I just kind of want to jump on here and let you guys know that P. Diddy is made a vow. He's not going to let the pardon happen, but love to hear your guys' thoughts. Hopefully you like this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.